Today we're going to talk about determining slope. Slope is the number that describes both the direction and steepness of a line. It's a rate that describes how one quantity changes in relation to another quantity, which is why slope is also referred to as rate of change. The income in dollars depends on the number of hours. The rate at which the income increases changes based on the time in hours. Remember, the rate of change is the slope. In this problem, we're going to identify the slope or rate of change. 3x plus 8y equals 16. Now think back. How do we find the slope when given the equation in standard form? We're going to solve for y. So we're going to subtract 3x from both sides, and then we're going to divide by 8. And our slope is always next to the x. So if I see the m and the x are together, the m is next to the x. So here, my slope, I got to keep the sign, is negative 3/8. Again, identify the slope or rate of change. How do we find the slope when we're given an equation in standard form? Again, we're going to solve for y. So we're going to subtract 9x, divide by 3, and we get y equals 1 minus 3x. If we think of y equals mx plus b, the slope is always next to the x, so it's negative 3. Now, if I'm looking at a graph and I want to identify the slope or rate of change, I'm looking at the difference in the y's over the difference in the x. So how much do I rise versus how far do I run? So here I rose 20 and I ran 0.2, and I simplify that and I get 100. Looking at this graph, again we're thinking difference in y's over difference in x. So this one is negative 1 over 1, which is the same as negative 1. You see we go down 1, right 1. From 2 points, we're going to do the difference in the y's over the difference in the x. What does that mean? Well, difference means subtract. So 5 minus 2 over 4 minus 3 is equal to 3 over 1. So the slope is 3. So here we're going to subtract again. Watch your signs though. The difference in the y's, 2 minus negative 5, and negative 9 minus negative 7 is the same as 7 over negative 2, which is just 7 over negative 2. Now if we're looking at a situation, we have Gina is tracking the growth of her plant. It grows 16 centimeters each day. It started off at 20 centimeters when she got it. On the 5th day, it was 100 centimeters tall. So each tells us it's every 1 day. It grows 16 centimeters. So that means the rate of change is 16 centimeters per day. So the slope would be 16 over 1, which is just 16. Here, John just got a new job. He knows that he gets a bonus every month of $45 as long as he comes to work every day. He makes $12 an hour. He has $115 in his bank account right now. So per hour, that is a rate of change. So 12 is our slope.